God's gift through His word. It's God's gift through His word. It's God's gift through His word. It's God's gift through His word.
Hey, everyone. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are having a great, amazing, fantabulous day. Of course, that's what I wish you all the time. I say it all the time because I wish it all the time for you guys. So happy Thursday to you. Let me come off of hiding because I'm not really hiding, but I always do that. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day. I didn't go to the gym, so you guys didn't get your regularly scheduled program. Like, where's your hat and where's your workout clothes? Where is our daily message from in the morning? Well, it wasn't there because I didn't get a chance to go because I had so many other things that I'm doing and preparing for and getting documents for. So I have a lot on my plate that I need to kind of focus on. So today I'm just taking this day to do some stuff. Plus, I have some crafting things that I'm doing as well. So first things first, my name is T Drake. If you're new to me, first name, I'll give you my entirety of name, Tanika Drake, and I abbreviate it for T Drake for podcasting purposes. Okay, for podcasting purposes. So for those of you that don't know, my name is T Drake, podcasting godmother of connection. So when I pull that down, that's what it says. That's who I am. So if you've ever heard my podcast, God's Gift to His Word, this is the lady you're listening to. And then my book here, The Gift of Finding God's Love, Guilt and Shame Turned into My Shine. So let me give you a little history about that. Then we'll get into what I'm talking about. The book is what I wrote first in 2018, kind of around the same time I kicked off the podcast. The book spawned on the podcast spawned on an event. So that's kind of how my lane and my life has been living inside of all of this stuff. And during that time, I'm sharing on social media all the different things that I do. So with that, I'm been getting a little bit more versed in putting my stuff not just on audio but on visual as well with video. So that's what I want to bring to you guys. So you're like, what are you talking about? I have no idea. So real quick, I'll put everything back up, but T Drake, podcasting godmother of connection, so that you know who I am. And you might be like, I already know who you are. I already talked about you. Like, okay, it's fine. So let's go to Supermom. So I am in a competition, a contest with other mothers across the United States going for the Supermom contest. And what do you get with the Supermom? You get a magazine's bed in Women's World. Okay. You get $20,000 and you get a luxury trip to Napa Valley in California. So those are the things, right? So whether I get it or not, I don't know because it's anybody's guess, because there are a lot of amazing mothers out there. And I have been able to read some of their stories, some of the things that they've done with their children, some of the things they've had to pass through, some losses of life that they've had to continue to go and parent their kids regardless of circumstances. A lot of different women that are battling some illnesses and chronic diseases and have come out strong. Some have gone to law school. Some have done some amazing, fantastic things. So in their own right, every single one of these moms that have gone before are all super moms in their own right, respectively. But of course, we know there can only be one. So my plea, and I'm imploring you, please, if you could vote, today is the last day. Today's the last day to get into the cut of top 5. That's out of everyone, the top 5 in my group. And then they will get rid of everyone. And then it'll be semifinals. And then after semifinals, it will be the last hoorah of who actually is going to be Supermom. So I've enjoyed the journey, and really it has helped me to come back and be consistent with what I was doing before, after I took a little bit of a sabbatical, a little siesta, and I wasn't doing this. I was podcasting, but I wasn't coming on video. And this has propelled me to want to come back and not just be for Supermom, but share encouraging messages that I was doing before, but I had stopped and I wasn't doing that. And I don't like to stop and start and stop. And that's one of the things, when you start doing that, you start to create a habit. And I don't want to create a habit of starting and stopping. I wanted to continuously be doing and be consistent and putting the message out there of encouragement, because that's what I do and that's what I enjoy doing. While I'm providing encouragement through the Lord's word, I'm providing inspiration as well as things that's going on in my life personally that maybe you might be able to get something from. Like, oh, I don't want to do that, or that sounds amazing, or your son's in big trouble, like he is already. So we've already talked about that because he was on a live and he didn't want to be there, but he wants to do stuff on live. So that's what I'm going to do with him, is present his stuff on live. Now, you could say, I don't think you should do that. And everybody has their choices and their decisions. And talking, yes, he gets spoken to often, like a broken record. But anyway, I wanted to share that because when you're having children, and as I do my best to always showcase and have a dialogue with them about the consequences and things of their behavior. That's always at the forefront. Feels like I'm a lecturer all day long, and all I do is lecture. But nonetheless, always doing that because I know for me, I didn't get that. I didn't really get lectures. I just got other things. And listen, they were what they were. I'll just say that. And I never wanted that to be the case for my children. So I do a lot of communication with them. I want to be more communicative than I had for myself. So anyway, back to Supermom. Please do send those votes out. Today is the last day to vote. If you haven't put your free vote out, please do. If you want to put a little monetary donation behind it, because it does go to the Children's Miracle Network hospitals, and that gives life-saving care to those children that need it, that are going through some really hard situations and procedures that they need this. So if you are a big proponent of children and getting the care that they need, know the donations that you provide, they push me ahead in Supermom, but know this, it is not going to me. So if you're saying, where's the money going? Cedric, you spent it. No, I didn't. It doesn't even grace my hands. It doesn't even come through me and you give it to me and then I give it to them. It goes directly to them. So if you're like, is my donation going to go directly? Yes, it will. So when you're donating, you're helping me get further in the Supermom contest, but you're also directly supporting another good cause. So it's a twofer. You support me and you support that organization that is doing amazing work, helping children that need care, which they may not otherwise receive. So please continue to showcase and show up for me as long as I'm here and as long as the contest goes and I'm allowed to be here from you guys continuously voting every day, then I'll be here. When that stops, I'll still be here, but I won't be the contest anymore. So I'm just hoping and praying that I get a little further. Who knows? But like I said, it's been a journey and it's been an amazing ride. So we're going to switch up because I've talked about Supermom. We're going to switch to the Superstar Youth Business Fair. Now, I've been doing my best to get the information out there. I've been joining groups and all kinds of things on Facebook. Listen, I'm not really big on trying to like spam anybody's content and be in their groups and just do this, because that for me, I've never liked when people did that to me. And I'll go in one group and put up my post one time. If someone wants to be a participant, I hope they will. But if you're watching my lives and you're attached to me, and maybe you're in a group and you're attached to my name and you see something, if you would like to volunteer, be a vendor, or your children want to participate, please send me an email at Tenika, TEN, and as in Nancy, IECKA @gmail.com. Parents, I need you to sign them up because they are minors. So all I need from you parents is this is my son or my daughter's first and last name and the name of the business and what they'll be selling. That's it. I don't need anything else for them. I'm not going to require anything else. That's it. And then you just come on the 17th, 7:30, show up so you can have time to set up. 7:30 to 8:30 will be the time to set up. So I'm encouraging you to be a participant. I did speak at City Council as well that just went through, and it was a very exciting City Council meeting. If you don't know what's going on in Maricopa, hashtag you're missing out, because there is so much amazing stuff happening in this town, and I am privileged and humbled to be a part of it. It's like, whoa, rock shaking stuff is happening. So if you haven't gone over to the Maricopa City government page, go over there and check out what they're talking about, what is going on in your city. If you live in Maricopa, if you want to just be nosy because you don't live in Maricopa, like, what is she talking about? You could go over there too and check it out. And I hope that if you don't live there, maybe you want to come here and make it a destination place for you to come and check it out. What is this I hear in the whispers and the winds of what's going on? Come on down here and come check out Maricopa. You'll love it as I do because I am here. So anyway, with that, so the Superstar Youth Business Fair is going to be May 17th from 7:30 to 4:30. Once again, breakdown time will be from 3:30 to 4:30. Give everybody a breather, a chance to pack up their stuff, go home and relax. I am hoping for an amazing turnout. I'm hoping vendors want to come. I'm hoping volunteers want to participate. Like I said at City Council meeting, it's going to be a first. So it might be looking a little messy. Like, this isn't organized. Like, I do my best. I really do. And so if you want to be a participant, please do show up, do come out, do sign up so I can sign your child up and let everybody know, your friends, your family, your uncles, your mothers, your cousins, your brothers, your aunties, your nieces, your nephews, whoever. Let them all know, coworkers, let them know, your neighbors, tell them, anybody, let them know that this is happening. And listen, get your child involved, get your youth involved. Let's do that. And mamas and daddies, you can't say, hey, come check out my son's stuff. He's got some good stuff over here. And don't be mamas, hey, my baby's got some good stuff. Come buy from her. No, you can't do that. The marketing and advertising is all done by the youth. They need to do all of it. If they're making poster boards with signs, they could do whatever they want to do to market and talk to the customers and the patrons, whatever they want to do, just being respectful. There's no whooping and hollering and grabbing people. There's none of that, but being respectful and just getting them accustomed to just stepping out, doing something new. And also that gives them a little taste of what it is to be an entrepreneur, to sell the things that they have and to be able to do and provide customer service. They're going to get all of that. So as a community, I'm hoping that Maricopa as a community will want to come out and support this and bolster this for the youth. Now, I can't tell you what's going to happen on the 17th. I'm just going with, and I'm going in faith, and I'm just gonna go. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm not gonna worry about too much of all the integral details of it. I'm just gonna go. So whatever happens, I'm just like, okay, Lord, I'm here. I'm doing it. I'm just running on. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I want to share about the Superstar Youth Business Fair, and of course, I want to share about the Supermom. I want to continue to share about Supermom because once again, today is the last day cutoff for me to get into the top 5. There will be no more opportunities after today. So please cast that vote if you haven't already. It takes one free vote. You bloop, and you voted. So just go ahead and do that if you would for me, please. And then I wanted to share also that I've been having fun really doing a lot of volunteering at the Hope Women's Center. I've just been blown away by doing so much crafts and enjoying just what I do. And I get so excited and get myself reinvigorated every time. It's not like I've never been invigorated. I've always invigorated because I'm doing stuff for myself, crafting with my bookmarks and things. I'm always doing that as well. But when I'm doing it and I'm teaching other people how to do it and their faces go like, what, you could do that? Oh, wow. It's a something to hear. It's something to hear when someone is amazed at their own creativity. And then when you give them an extra idea, like, okay, I could do that. I could do that. And I remember someone used to tell me, I'm not a crafter. I couldn't craft myself out of a paper bag. Like, well, that's because they didn't let their mind just be open, because crafting is about your creativity. Crafting is about what the Lord has placed in your hands to create. So you create because you're made from the Creator. So you're going to create something beautiful. You're going to create something lovely and wonderful. You just got to believe that you can do it. And then you just get to crafting and you make it and you do it. And there's no right and wrong when it comes to crafting. That's the beautiful thing. And one of the things that Bob Ross used to say, which was that amazing painter, he's like, there are no mistakes, just, what do you say, happy accidents. And the same thing with crafting. There's no mistakes. You didn't get it wrong. You didn't get it right. You're just crafting on purpose, right? You're crafting on purpose and you're having a happy accident that's crafting some beautiful magic for you while you sit there and watch your creation just come to life in front of your very eyes. It's amazing when you just watch. It's like watching a kid and a candy store, like, whoa, look at all the candy. Like, listen, you can't have all the candy, but you could get something from one of the two little buckets. But they're just a kid at a candy store, like, look at this is amazing. And I get that same amazement from people when they're looking like, I can craft, I can do this, something that I can teach them. And they have looked at themselves like, wow, that's amazing. I didn't know that I had it in me. And we really do. We just have to tap into that creative spirit that we have, that creative bone inside of us, and just let your imagination run free, run wild. So I wanted to share about that. And then the last thing I wanted to share is a little encouraging message, because since I miss you guys and I give you encouraging message and I couldn't put all the stuff in the title. So I did say it's that time again. So I did put up the Supermom and Superstar Youth Business Fair. So I did do that, right? So I did stay to my word with that. However, I did want to provide a little bit of encouragement from the word. And so I'm going to give you guys Philippians 4:6-7. So if you didn't get your word in today, you could get it in now. It's always good to get your own scripture inside of your heart, inside of your spirit, man, because we want to grow in spiritual maturity. We want to hear when we see Jesus, well done, thy good and faithful servant. We want to hear well done. So this is what I'm going to share. And please go back and check the scriptures out for yourself. So it'll be Philippians chapter 4:6-7. And it reads as such, and I'm reading for the ESV version. It says, do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. You want to make everything that you would even think to have anxiety. You see, right now, somebody like, are you frantic? Are you panicked for the Superstar Youth Business Fair? Nah, not really. I'm not. Whatever happens is going to be what it's going to be. And I'm just going to enjoy being there. I'm going to be there regardless. And like I shared before, when I tried to do an event some years ago, and I always share this story because it's how I move now. And I always remember in the back of my head that when I was trying to do an event and it didn't happen, and the gentleman from K-Wave talked to me and we prayed. And then he said, you need to hold that event. You need to act like it's going to happen. Because at this time, nobody was coming. Nobody was coming. I had to pay vendors back, everything. It just was not happening. And so I told him, I said, act like the event's going to happen. But I was like, nobody's coming. He's like, I understand all that, but you still need to hold the event, act like it's going to happen. This is for the Lord to see if you're going to be faithful. I'm like, faithful about an event that's not going to happen. I didn't understand then, but I understood some years later because it gave me the confidence to say, I'm going to do it. And any event that I hold, I never think about the numbers of turnout. I just know that I need to be obedient and move accordingly. So I do. So with everything, you're going to walk in faith. You're not trying to walk in, Lord, give me the plan, give me the blueprint, give me the specs. No, it's walking by faith and not by what you see. Like, Lord, however it happens, whatever goes down, Lord God, you're going to help me. And I know I trust in you. And that's where I'm going to lay my trust. All the other anxieties and all the other things that I could potentially have, just like the word just told us, do not be anxious over anything, not some things, little things, just nothing. Don't let it bother you, right? And it doesn't bother me. I am so cool like a cucumber. I am not tripping either way. I'm just like, it's going to turn out the way the Lord wants it to turn out. And I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. Because then after that, I'm going to get back into the book signing fray, okay, and get my book signings back for The Gift of Finding God's Love, Guilt and Shame Turned into My Shine. So I'll be back on that bandwagon and really talking about focusing on those that are going through domestic violence, because that's what I went through, and going through homelessness and houselessness and all the different things and all the different abuses. So I'll be on that train, and I'm going to be showcasing and sharing about that as often as I can, because one thing I'm going to let you guys know, just because you go through domestic violence and you leave a situation doesn't necessarily mean it's finished and over for you. It doesn't necessarily mean that. And some people don't understand because they've never been in it. So that, well, you left, you're done, it's over, it's through, it's finished, it's il finito. Sometimes it's not, because you cannot predict what the other person's going to do. And for me, I have a person that he likes to pop up. He's a pop. He pops up when he wants to. Every now and again, then he gets a wild hair and he shows up unannounced and causing chaos. He's that kind of person. So he's done it multiple times during my entire time of even living not with him for many years, and he just pops up. He'll pop up in my state, he'll pop up whatever state I'm in, and it just pops up. So just because you have left a situation and you move geographical locations doesn't mean that person cannot find you. It doesn't mean they won't show up. And if you ever seen that movie, Sleeping with the Enemy with Julia Roberts, I watched that movie when I was first going through domestic violence. And let me tell you, when she moved and left and had a good time and finding someone else who cares about her and all that, and she left, and the husband found her. So much so she knew how he was, that when he put stuff nice and neat in the cupboard and on her stove were the towels draped nice and neatly, she knew he was there and he knew she was there. So that was a scary thing. Scarier than any scary flick that I've ever seen. I used to watch Freddy Krueger. Scarier than that. Because when that person is around you, that right there is a scary feeling. It's like you're dealing with a Freddy Krueger. It's like you're dealing with a Jason and a Mike Myers. It's like they're all wrapped up into one nice, neat little narcissist who's just for you. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And for me, it's more Mr. Hyde plus 1,000. And when you go through those things, you have to think, is this a good situation? Because at the end of everything, your life is precious. And you don't want to go see the Lord before time. And there are people that will want to remove you because they love you so much that they will take your life. And that's not the kind of love that you want. It is a very narcissistic, jealous, envious, controlling, and very kind of, I will smother you till I take you out kind of love. You don't want that. And that's not love. You might think it's love. Let me give you 100%. It's not. They're calling you back to back every day, 30 times a day, 40 times a day. That's not love. That's control. That's not love at all. So I will give you guys more and share more about that. But for now, I want you to remember, do not be anxious about anything. Don't worry about anything. The word tells us not to worry either. Don't worry about what you're going to wear, what you're going to eat. None of that. Don't be anxious. Don't do any of that. Just lay it down and let the peace that surpasses all understanding, let that peace just wash over you, and just enjoy and embrace what the Lord is doing in your life. So I am going to get out of here. I just want to make this a really short, really brief. Please, once again, please vote for your girl, T. Drake. It shows you right there over to the right up there at the top. I guess my right, maybe your left. I don't know how it's going to show up. It might turn around weird, but I just want to just encourage you guys to once again go ahead and submit your free vote. If you could do more, I appreciate it. If not, I am not demanding you do it. I'm just demanding a free vote from you. Please and thank you. It'll be so helpful for me to try to move the needle for me to get a little further. So I'm hoping that you will do that. And I've also put the link in the bottom if you don't have the link. And today, this ends the round to see who's going to get into the top 5. So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. So you guys, I will be sharing again, maybe sharing one more time before they cut it off. I think they're cutting it off at maybe 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So get those votes in as quick as you can today before we get to that cutoff date. And in the morning, I'll wake up and see if I will have some confetti on my name. We'll see. We'll see. So you guys have an amazing day. Thank you so much. Check out about what happened at the city council meeting, which was we passed a half cent to sales tax for getting SR 347 done. Super amazing, you all. So please check that out. There should be some news casts and things that I put on my page. If you didn't get the chance to see it, and also go over to City Maricopa, check it out because they recorded, they live stream it. Go check it out. It was a very, very exciting, very exhilarating. There was a very powerful night, and I was glad to be a part of that. So please check that out if you haven't. And once again, volunteers, vendors, and participants are needed for the May 7th event, a Superstar Youth Business Fair. Thank you so much for tuning in. God bless your hearts. And remember, A big kiss from me to you. And remember, I love you with the love of the Lord Jesus Christ, but I can't love you any more than the Lord does. So please remember to be blessed, motivated, and always inspired to do what the Lord lays on your heart. You guys take care. Have an amazing and blessed day. And I'm going to sign out with Super Bob. Please get those votes in. You guys take care. Have a blessed one. Bye now.
God's gift